So this is the question on perquisite of house. We call it as perquisite of accommodation. Perquisite of accommodation. In this question, you will understand how to value the house. Okay. So you are ready with the statement? So this is the statement you prepare. Now let us start one by one. First point in the question is basic salary. Okay. Now basic salary is 7,000 per month. Check in the question, has he retired during the year? Because in case he retires, we'll have to count that many number of months till the time he has worked. But since he has not retired here, you will take full 12 months. So basic salary is 7,000 per month, multiply by 12. So that comes to 84,000. The main purpose of the sum is to understand the valuation of house. Then DA not in terms. Sorry. In terms. Now DA whether in terms or not in terms, it will be taxable. It is just when you use the formulas, you have to be careful. In terms, in formula, not in terms, not in formula. But right now, any type of DA should be taken taxable in the main statement. So 2,000 into 12, that comes to 24,000. Okay. Then, okay, tell me what is the treatment of arrears of salary? Whenever you read arrears, you know what should come to your mind? Definitely there was some dispute in past. Dispute regarding increment in the salary. But now that dispute is settled and you received. So it is taxable. It was not taxed in past because in past there was a dispute. But now it will be taxable. 40,000. Then next point is advance salary. Even advance salary is taxable. This will become due in future but received now. And what is the rule? Salary is taxable on due or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. Okay. So this will be taxable now because it is received earlier. So you will write in the outer column. Then, okay, tell me what will you do with bonus? Bonus is of 1920 but received in 23-24 and 23-24 means our year. We are preparing this statement for 23-24 only. So although it is a bonus of some old year, but it is taxable on receipt basis. So received now, taxable now. So take it taxable 25,000. Then that's it. Now see, this is the main point of the question for which I have taken a question right now. Okay. Read this properly. Read. Stop everything because this is the main part. He is provided with a flat in Delhi. So he is provided with a flat means it is an accommodation. And fair rent of the house is 12,000 per month. Fair rent means the rent prevailing in the market. Market rent is 12,000 per month. Cost of the furniture 2 lakhs. WDV 1 lakh 50. Now they are talking about furniture. That means there is furniture also in the house. It is a furnished house. Then rent charged from employee. Tell me, rent charged from employee means who is charging? Boss is charging from employee. And when boss is charging, employee's benefit will go down. So see, in our format, whenever boss charges something, the benefit will reduce. So the thing which I told you that you have to deduct here, this thing is given in the question. Okay. So this is rent charged from employee. This will be deducted at the end. Okay. Now tell me, how will you solve? In this question, tell me, from this chart, you have to do something or you will have to do everything. See, this working you do when the house is plain house. But if there is furniture, you do this also. And in our question, furniture is also there. And then this you do when boss charges the employee, that is also there. So we will have to do everything. But first we have to choose the track. Whether you will choose this track means there are 3 tracks. Whether you will choose this track or this track. Because see, later on the track will become common. Are you getting this kind of feel? See, initially we have to choose either this track or this track. So how to decide? Check, is he government employee? Check in our question, let us do the acting. Is he government employee? No. He is not government employee, okay? Then, wait. Then he is other employee. Now in other employee, what you will check? Is it company owned house or rented house? Is it company owned house or rented house? How will you come to know? So see, my past experience says, 90% students get a confusion here only. They are not able to decide whether it is own or rented. So simple, if it is rented, they will write boss is paying rent. If that is not given, then own house. So check in the question, is company paying rent? Now if you say, sir, this was given here, this is different. This is the boss is charging from the employee. But is the boss himself paying? Have they written anywhere that company has to pay? No. So that means company doesn't have to pay rent. So company is owning the house. It's a own house. See, always you have to assume own house only. If it is rented house, they will specifically write what? Boss is paying rent. I'll show you in one question so that anxiety is over then. I'll show you in one. See this. They will specifically write rent paid by employer. Means your boss is paying rent. Then only it is a rented house. I hope this is clear or not. You know why I am stressing on this? Because I have suffered. Even after teaching so many times, students have a doubt. Sir, how will I know? How will I know means check. If they clearly mention that rent is paid by the boss, then only it is a rented house. Otherwise, always it is a own house. But this is a different question. In my question, you tell me. In my question, is it written that boss is paying rent? No. This is boss is charging. But forget that part. That is a different thing. That will come in my working at the end here. But is boss paying? No. So that means it is a case of own house. Now in own house what we do? Depending upon population you have to do. But now as per the recent amendment, there are 2 criteria of population. So in short, what I was saying, since it is own house, we will have to depend upon population. But now for population also there are 2 criteria after amendment. So as per this criteria, sometimes we will take 7.5, sometimes 10, sometimes 15%. And as per the new criteria, sometimes 5%, sometimes 7.5, sometimes 10. And we will have to remember both the criteria because this change in the rule has become effective from 1st of September. So see, here we take that percentage of salary, and as per our theory, salary means bada bakam. So you will have to calculate bada bakam twice. First bada bakam will be for a period from 1st April to 31st August. Why August? Because from 1st September the rule has changed. Another bada bakam you will calculate from 1st September to 31st March. Okay. So you will have to make 2 workings. See, in my previous batches, you know what I have done? Look here. In my previous batches, I didn't ask them to make 2 bada bakam workings. Because see, there was no clarity. Because actually, logically speaking, this valuation of perquisite is done at the end of the year. So what should matter is, at the end of the year, what is the rule? This rule. You should go as per new rule. Okay. But since institute, in their mock test solution, Institute of Chartered Accountants, in their mock test solution, recently they had created a question. When they have done Bada Bakam working twice, so it's better that we have a green signal that we will do like that only. Otherwise, there was no clarity that since the rule has changed from 1st September, should we go purely as per this or as per this? But as per ICAI, we will have to do as per both the rules. In fact, we will have to calculate Bada Bakam salary twice. Okay. See how I have done. I'll just show you the template like this. See what I have done. This is working of Bada Bakam from 1st April to 31st August. Why 31st August? Because from 1st September, the rule changed. Those percentages and the population criteria changed. Okay. So that's why from 1st September, a different working will be done. See, it is just your working will increase. Otherwise, the rule is not tough. So do one thing. First, let us write here. In the main statement, you write value of house. And in bracket, you write note 1. One more thing, house valuation you should do always at the end. In our question, coincidentally, it was the last point. But if this point would have come in the mid of the question, don't take it in the mid of the question, you will get confused. Because in your Bada Bakam working, you have to take everything. So it is better that everything is solved and keep the valuation of house at the end. But here coincidentally it is at the end only in the question. So value of house in bracket you written note 1. And then this is a note. See what I have done. First understand, this is Bada Bakam. Then what I will do? I will take certain percentage of that. Then add value of furniture less rent charged by employer. How did I get this pattern from? I taught you this way only. Yes. You don't agree? See this? First, that Bada Bakam working is to be done. See, otherwise my iPad will get spoiled. Okay. That Bada Bakam, on that you will take the percentage. And then add value of furniture. Less rent charged by employer. In this pattern only I have drawn the working note. Okay. So, first all items of Bada Bakam. So, write everything. Make 2 columns. Make this as a standard format. Means whenever valuation of house comes, keep this format as standard. Bada Bakam will calculate twice. See, this is happening only for May 24 and November 24 students. In future, students will have to follow only one rule, the new one, with the new population criteria. But for May 24, November 24, you will have to make 2 calculations of Bada Bakam. I have written the whole format only, basic salary, DA in terms, other taxable allowances, bonus, commission, other monetary incomes. These are the items taken in Bada Bakam. And this is a fixed rule. First column will be from 1st April to 31st August. Second column will be from 1st September. And the logic of 1st September is that rule has changed with effect from 1st September. See, in my old recordings, for May 24 students, I had taken as per the old rule only, because my recording was done long back for May 24. But 1st September the rule has changed, so the students who are watching my old recording, they will have to see this thing now. Okay, ready? So start. Basic salary. Basic salary in the question, how much it is? 7,000 is per month. So in the first column, how many months are there? 5 months. So 7,000 into 5. How much? And in the second column, you calculate 7,000 into 7 months. That comes to 49,000. Then DA in terms. What is DA in terms? 2,000 per month. So in the first column it will be 2,000 into 5. So that comes to 10,000. And in the second column 2,000 into 7. 14,000. Then what about other taxable allowances? Search here. Search. Do we have any allowances? No. Then Bada Baka. What is next? Yes, bonus was there in the question. Bonus was there. So will you take bonus? You will not take. Although bonus is taxable on receipt basis, but if you remember in Bada Bakam I told you, no past, no future, only present. Since this bonus pertains to past year, it cannot form part of Bada Bakam. Where did I explain this point? See, no past, no future, only current year. Yes, in the main statement bonus will be taxable because it is taxable on receipt basis. But right now, is it the main statement or working note? Working note goes as per Bada Bakam's philosophy that only current year's figure you will take. So bonus will not come. What about commission? It's not there in the question. Now check for other monetary incomes. Do we have anything monetary? See, in the question we have got arrears and advance. But arrears and advance again you will not take. No past, no future, only present. Although they are monetary items, you received money, but we cannot take past and future items. So what is the total of Bada Bakam? So see, we have calculated two Bada Bakams. Remember, for May 24 November students and November 24 students, you will have to make two Bada Bakam workings. Now tell me the percentage. Now see, what is the rule? Look here, look. Depending upon population, you will select the percentage. But then what is the population? In my question, what is given? Yes, they have given the flat is provided in Delhi. Because it is a metro city, they will not give you because in metro city population goes in crores. Some cities it is 1.5 crores, some city it is 3 crores, it's in crores. But see, if it is some very small city, they will not expect that you should have the knowledge of population. They will give population information. But because it is Delhi, a metro city, they will expect that metro city's population is in crores. If you don't know, remember now. All metro cities population is in crores. It is in 7 digits, crores. Okay, with 7 zeros, 8 digits. 1 crore means it will be 8 digits. 7 zeros and 1. But, so tell me, population definitely in crores. So what will you do? For the first column of Bada Bakam, you will take 15%. Because population is about 25 lakhs. Delhi's population, you know, by the way, how much? It is some 3 crores something. Delhi's population is some 3 crores something. So it is definitely about 25 lakhs. So you will take 15%. And in the second column also, 10 because it is about 40 lakhs. So here it is, because about 25 lakhs you will take 15%, and as per the second bada bakam above 40 lakhs, so you will take 10%. So 15 and 10, 2% you will have to take, 15 and 10. So here I will take 15%, here I will take 10%. Did you see how I have done? 15%, 10%. No, no, this 15% is not per annum. See, he has a doubt that, so this 15% will you not do into 5 upon 12? No, this is 15 percentage. And the figure of 45,000 is already 5 months salary. 45,000 is what? It is salary of 5 months only. Just take 15%. Now you don't have to do anything extra. It is just your moderation is you will have to prepare 2 bada bakam columns and make use of 2 percentages. So tell me what you get. 6750, 6300. Getting? But this is the value of a blank house. Blank means without any furniture, only 4 walls and a roof. But in our question, he is given furniture also. And what is the rule for furniture? 10% on cost. Yes, this 10% is per annum. This is 10% per annum. So on cost, but anyways, we are taking for full year only. See, now you will not go column wise. See, look here, look. See, till the time this working is going on, we have to depend upon bada bakam. Now everything will become combined. So furniture value you will take in combined. You will not have to do for 2 columns differently. So see what I have done in this solution. I have combined the figure. So the combined total comes to 13,050. Now the figure has become for the whole year. 5 months, 7 months, this has become combined for the whole year. Up till now 2 columns were required because 2 different percentages, 15 and 10. And now value of furniture 10% on cost. So what is the cost of the furniture in my question? 2 lakhs is the cost of. What to do with WDV? Ignore, it is given for confusion. So 2 lakhs is the original cost, 10% of that 20,000. Check, have I done properly? 20,000. Now from this you will minus the rent charged by employer. Why do you less? Because if your boss is charging you, your happiness will reduce, and lower the benefit, lower the tax. How much boss is charging you? I'll show you the question. Rent charge from employees 1400 per month. So 1400 multiplied by 12. 16,800. Make this as a standard format of working. Always prepare 2 columns. First column will be 5 months bada bakam. Second column will be 7 months bada bakam. Tell me, why didn't we take the bonus? Most important, why didn't we take the bonus? It was of past year. What if bonus was of current year only? In which column you would have taken? First column or second? In this question we ignored the bonus because it was pertaining to past. Let's assume it was a present bonus received also. It was fresh current year's bonus. Then current year's bonus we would have taken. But the question is, in which column you will take? First column or second column? Bonus doesn't come month to month. It comes on a day. Does bonus come on month to month, every month bonus? Have you ever seen that? Bonus doesn't come month to month, it comes on a day. So we have to see on which day it has come. If it has come during this period, you will take it in this column. If bonus is received in this period, you will take it in this column. But it will not go month to month. You will not have to spread it. Many students think bonus will divide into 5 and 12, 7 ratio. Why? See, 5:7 ratio. Why to do bonus? Because bonus has come suddenly on one day. And if the date is not given, you can assume it's received at the end of the year. Because in most of the companies, there is a culture, they give the bonus at the end of the year. If the problem is silent, I will assume bonus is received at the end of the year. And at the end of the year means it will fall in this second column. Then I will write bonus in the second column. See why I am talking about bonus, are you understanding? See, basic salary, DA, these are all monthly items. So it goes month to month, month to month, month to month. But bonus doesn't come month to month. It comes on a day. So anything which comes suddenly on a day, so we have to see the date. But if they don't give the date, we can assume and take it in the second column. Assuming bonus is received at the end of the year. So take it in that column. Okay. But anyways, in this question, we didn't take only bonus because it was pertaining to past year. So 16,250. See, my answer is ready. So this becomes my value of house. Total up 2,03,750. Less deduction under section 16. Standard deduction 50,000. Entertainment allowance, profession tax not there. Is the total correct? Check properly. This plus this plus this. Yes, here I thought some mistake is there. Final answer is okay. Which gross salary? Final answer is how much? Okay, yeah. 1,53,250. This is 1,53,250. This is the correct answer. Taxable income from salary 153,250. Okay. Done. See, his doubt is what you know. If leave salary is there, encash during the service. See, in Bada Bakam, the items which come month to month, you will have to spread in both columns. Items which come month to month. But some things you don't get month to month, you get it on a day. Like leave salary encash during the service, it is settled at the end of the year. So it becomes an item of the end of the year. An item which becomes item of end of the year, it will come in the second column. Just the way I told you for bonus, he had a doubt about leave salary. That where to take leave salary. See which leave salary is talking about, not encashed on retirement during service. And by the way, leave salary is a monetary income. It is monetary. When you encash the leave, it is monetary income or not? So it is worth taking, but in which column it is this doubt. So will you spread in both the columns or it will come in any one column? Any one, and obviously it always comes in the second column because leave salary is encashed at the end, because throughout the year employer will wait and watch how many holidays you are taking, and at the end he will settle and encash the leave. So that will come in the second column. Okay. Anything which you get not month to month, which you get it on a day. So that will come in the respective column. And mostly all one-time items are settled here. Yes, for bonus you can't say. Maybe bonus was given before 31st August. In the first column it can come. But usually bonus is also in real life, it is settled at the end of the year. Even if it is the Diwali bonus, Diwali will also come in this column, second column. Diwali usually comes first September, afterwards that. So in short, those items which come on a day, which doesn't come month to month, it will go in the respective column. Okay. But items which you get month to month, you will have to take in both the columns. Okay. Done? Yes, what else? Yeah. Leave salary is always settled at the end of the year. We don't have a choice. You will get leave salary depending upon how much leave you have saved, and that account is made at the end of the year. Every month you cannot go to boss, this month I took this many. Holidays are allowed for a year. Like when I was explaining leave salary, 40 days leave is allowed. So that is for the year. So it is a yearly settlement. And some companies do not do yearly settlement, they settle on retirement. But if settlement is done during the service, it is yearly at the end of the year. It will never happen in the mid of the year. But still, let's imagine in a wild imagination you feel leave salary was settled in this period, then take it in this column. Whatever, it is not an item which accrues on month to month basis. So item which do not come on month to month basis, you will take in the respective column. But usually leave salary, bonuses, these are settled at the end. And end means it will go in the second column. Here it will come, okay? So that's it. We'll continue tomorrow. Revise and come, please revise and come. There is no homework today, that's okay. We'll continue tomorrow, okay?